evening. It's Friday, June 26, 2026. I'm OG Nerd, and this is OG Nerd News Update. Here's what you need to know tonight. Your Social Security benefits could be cut by 23% as early as 2032. And the people whose paychecks have been quietly helping keep that program alive are being deported. I want to start tonight with a man I'll call Miguel. Miguel has worked in construction in Texas for 22 years. Every single paycheck, Social Security taxes have been deducted. Medicare taxes have been deducted. Federal income taxes have been deducted. State taxes have been deducted. For 22 years, Miguel has paid into every system that working Americans depend on. Miguel will never collect a single dollar of Social Security benefits, not because he didn't earn it, because he's undocumented, and under this administration's deportation policies, Miguel may not even be here much longer. Miguel is not unique. There are millions of Miguels, and tonight I'm going to show you exactly what their deportation means for your retirement. Here's where Social Security stands right now. The Social Security Board of Trustees has reported that without action from Congress, retirement benefits could be slashed by 23% as early as 2033. In 1960, there were 5.1 workers paying into the system for every one person collecting benefits. Today, there are just 2.8 workers per beneficiary, and that number is dropping every year as more baby boomers retire. Here is what is keeping the system as solvent as it still is, and this part is the part almost nobody is talking about. In 2022 alone, undocumented immigrants paid $25.7 billion with a B in Social Security taxes, $6.4 billion in Medicare taxes, and $97.6 billion in total federal, state, and local taxes. Every single dollar paid in by workers who are legally barred from ever collecting a single cent of those benefits back. A senior analyst at the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy put it plainly, quote, "The federal government is essentially receiving free money from these undocumented immigrants." Free money going directly into Social Security Trust Fund from workers who will never claim it. Now here is what the deportation policies of this administration are doing to that math. Researchers at the Penn Wharton Budget Model, one of the most respected nonpartisan economic research centers in the country, found that mass deportation over 10 years would cut Social Security revenue and raise deficits by $133 billion over 10 years and $884 billion over 30 years. The Social Security Trust Fund would be depleted 6 months earlier than currently projected, and the 75-year deficit would worsen by 0.25% of total payroll. Mass deportation could cost Social Security almost $20 billion in cash flow every single year. The Social Security Administration itself, not a liberal think tank, not a progressive advocacy group, the actual government agency that runs Social Security, assumes net immigration of 1.2 million people per year in its financial projections. If that number drops below 400,000, the program's funding shortfall worsens by 11%. And it's not just deportations driving this. The Trump administration has been entering immigrants' names into the Social Security Administration's database used to track dead people, effectively cutting more than 6,000 people off from working, accessing financial services, and receiving any public benefits, even though they were very much alive. Meanwhile, administration officials have been telling the public that the opposite of what the data shows, falsely claiming that immigrants are worsening Social Security's funding outlook. Social Security Administration itself has written in its own actuary notes that the presence of unauthorized workers has, quote, on average, a positive effect on the financial status of the Social Security program. So let's be crystal clear about what is happening. The government is deporting workers who are helping fund Social Security. The government is telling you those same workers are hurting Social Security, and the government's own data says that's a lie. For our Latino and Spanish-speaking community, this story hits at the intersection of everything. It is about immigration. It is about labor. It's about the retirement security of every American, documented or not, who has spent a lifetime working and paying into a system they were promised would be there when they needed it. Now here's my take. I need you to hold two facts in your mind at the same time, because they belong together. Fact one, undocumented workers paid $25.7 billion into Social Security in 2022 alone, money they will never be allowed to collect. Fact two, this administration is deporting those same workers, and Penn Wharton researchers say that will cost Social Security $884 billion over 30 years and push the trust fund towards insolvency even faster than it is already heading. Now add a third fact. The One Big Beautiful Bill just cut $187 billion from SNAP, food benefits for the poorest Americans, while handing hundreds of billions in tax cuts to the wealthiest. What you're looking at is not a series of disconnected policy decisions. It's a coherent transfer of resources from the working poor, from immigrants, from seniors, from the most vulnerable upward to the people who already have the most. A social democratic government protects Social Security by investing in the workforce that funds it. That means immigration reform that creates pathways to citizenship, not mass deportation. It means lifting the payroll tax cap on the wealthy. It means treating the workers who built this country, documented or not, with the dignity their labor has earned. Miguel paid in for 22 years. Your grandmother is depending on that money. Those two facts are connected, and it is time we said so out loud. That's where I stand. That's your news tonight on OG Nerd News Update. Follow us for daily coverage. I'm OG Nerd. Stay informed, stay sharp, but most of all, stay woke and share this one because someone you love is counting on Social Security. I'll see you next time. Please join the conversation at OG Nerd After Dark, live on TikTok at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you there.